Do you want to improve as a writer or as a creative? It makes sense to want to get better, right? But this very mindset might be the thing that's actually holding you back. So what do I mean by this very mindset of wanting to get better could be the thing that's holding us back? This is because if we want to improve and yet we're thinking that we're not good, or we're thinking that we're not as good as other people, then we're actually improving but from a place of negativity. So it's a little bit like starting a race and everybody else is starting at the starting line, but you're starting way, way back because you already think that everyone else is miles better than you, or that you're really not going to be able to run the race well. So you've really given yourself a bad start before the starting gun has even gone off. So with this first area, you really want to get clear about where you're starting from when you're improving or when you're getting better. So take that baseline, really take a look at how you're currently feeling about your creativity, about your writing, about your ideas, or about your project. If you really feel that it's already not good enough, then that's the place that you want to check in at. So you really want to look at your mindset there. You want to start improving, but from a place where you already feel that you've got some skills, that you've got some ability. So even if you feel it's a very small ability, or even if you feel it's a very small skill, you want to start from a positive or an ahead starting point, okay? And then secondly, that will feed into when you're practicing. So for example, if you start from a place where you think, oh, well, actually, I'm already good at writing consistently from an hour a day, then that's a really nice place to start and then to begin to continue to practice from, rather than starting from a place of, oh, you know, I'm only able to write for an hour a day when I know other people are able to write for a full day. So you're starting to look at what you've got rather than what you don't have, and then beginning from there. So that's the first point, to really get clear about where you're starting from. Really get clear about starting from a positive mindset rather than from a lack or from a place of what you don't have. Now, a second place to really help you improve, really help you get better, is to read, to admire, to see those people who are doing the things that you want to do. Now, again, the mindset's really important here, because what can happen is we can read what other people are doing, we can watch videos from other people that we admire, and again, we can feel like, oh, they're so much better than me, they're doing it so much slicker than I am, they've got all these awards and I've got nothing. So from that place, if we're reading or admiring or we're modeling people and yet we're feeling that they're so much better or we'll never be as good as them, again, that mindset's really going to hold us back. So when we're reading other people, when we're watching other people's videos, when we're taking advice from other people, it's to understand that we could be like them by following that advice, or we could be like them by learning from them. So rather than get a sense of, oh my God, the difference between me and them is so huge, it's to really focus on that mindset of, I could be like them. One day I could be as good as them, or one day I could be having the skills that they have too. And to understand that they got to that place of success, they got to that place of creative accomplishment because they practiced, because they learned, because they sought ways of improving. So find those people to read about, find those people to model and admire, but really come to it with that mindset of, one day I'm also going to be like them, one day I'm also going to be having the success that they're having. And it's so important to find people that you admire and to read about what they're doing, to read their books, to really get a sense of how they're good at what they do and really start to learn those skills. It's so difficult to get better if we're not reading, if we're not researching, if we're not studying, because all we've got then is the pool of our current limited resources. So for me, I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to put more resources in, more information in, and that way it's going to make me better at what I do as a creative entrepreneur, as a coach, as a writer. So reading and researching and modeling others, but with that mindset that you one day will be as great or as important or as successful as them. And the third area that I find really, really useful is to get clear about how you're practicing. Practice is really important, but we want to make sure that we're practicing and improving. So the videos on this channel are really going to help you do that. They're really going to help you focusing on practicing to improve rather than just practicing bad habits. If you're new here, then you might want to consider subscribing, hitting that notifications bell as well. So you're always making sure that you're practicing to improve rather than just continuing to cycle in the same old bad habits, and you're basically practicing bad habits and negative thinking. So how can we specifically practice to improve? I find what really, really helps is focusing on your senses. So you're basically practicing a better way to interact with your senses. So for example, you're going about the day and you're thinking, okay, how am I looking? How am I using my visual senses? And so you're looking at the world around and you're really practicing how you see the world. That can really help improve your writing skills and your descriptive skills. You're also practicing how you listen to other people, how you really hear what they say. That's a great skill to help you empathize with other people. It really helps you improve as a writer because it means that you're empathizing with people in a much deeper way, helps you write better characters. It also helps you listen to other people. So it's going to really help your marketing and your sales as well because you're listening to people and you're understanding how your audience works. Again, when you come into your senses and your feelings, you can really start to improve the way that you feel about yourself. You can really start to tune into your feelings. Again, that really helps you improve as a writer. The more in tune with your feelings you are, the better writer you are, because the better you are in describing feelings, the better you are in creating a very emotional journey that your readers are going to enjoy. So I find those key areas of senses really, really useful. When we start to really tune into the way that we're listening, the way that we're seeing, and the way that we're feeling, it really helps build our abilities and our skills as a creative and as a writer. That practice is so important. If you feel that accountability, if you feel that exercises will be even more beneficial to you, then come and join the Facebook community. It's a creative community, the Write No Matter What community. It's free to join, and you will find a link to the community in the comments below. I'm live every week sharing insights and practices, sharing my own journey and really helping you keep on track and get better and improve, but making sure that your mindset is going to support your journey to get you to where you want to be. So I hope you found this video useful. Hopefully see you on the sofa next Monday. Take care till then.